going on? Shit, I wasn't even in the go live. I don't even really feel good, but I did get a message on Instagram from what's her name? Let me make sure I get her name right. Jessica. Jessica, a woman by the name of Jessica messaged me and was telling me about this missing 8 year old that wasn't returned home on March 13th or by March 13th. You know, it had 72 hours from March 10th. He wasn't returned home at March 13th. There's very concerning issues, and you know what I mean. Like this kid needs to be returned home. But what's going on? I see a few people in here, and I've just come live to make this because I know people are going to see this live in general. I don't know a lot of you that are from Portland, Oregon in general, but I have seen a lot of people say they're from Portland, Oregon. But this child was to be returned to his mother on the by the 13th and wasn't. So there was some concerning issues there allegedly with the judge on the way the father was acting at this court hearing. So it's like it's very concerning. It's very concerning. What's going on, Trev? Your audio is low. I'm about to turn it up. Hold up. You should be able to hear me really good now. All right, so like I was just saying, by March 13th, young Santana Jr. was supposed to be returned home to his mom. He wasn't returned home to his mother. In fact, what today is the 19th. It's 11:28 p.m. where I'm at Central Time. He hasn't been returned home. He was supposed to be returned home by the 13th. Now he went to court. Allegedly, he was acting, kind of strange in court, attitude wise, and it is weird. They reached out to me to put the word out there. Or tonight, I was just sitting there relaxing because I haven't felt good. I've been dealing with my dog, and I've been kind of sick myself, so I just been hanging out, relaxing. And then I got a message on Instagram, and I read it, and I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." So why hasn't he returned the child home yet? And there's just concerning stuff in there that I was looking at. Hold on, let me go through what I was looking at specifically. Said he quickly realized he is that we found some, or Delana and Michelle Mouse. They found a lot of stuff fast. As soon as I put him on, Junior was taken to California without the consent of his mom and has been hidden from her for 5 months now. No address, no phone number, no access to her son whatsoever. Not knowing how he's doing, and also him being alienated from everything he knows and loves. He hasn't even met his baby sister yet. Please help find Junior. Karen is searching in every way possible and is awaiting to see if a missing persons report can help as she awaits for the physical copy of the court order to come with the signature of the judge from her lawyer. Now, I don't know how you say this guy's name. It's Uhusti Goss. So Usti, I don't even want to pronounce it wrong, but they're saying Gauze is a coward, and he's a coward that lacks the emotional and mental capacity to father or be looked at as a man. He himself is a child. I hope he faces his consequences soon. I'm just reading a bunch of things that are said about him on here. But in general, he was supposed to return Junior to his mom on the 13th, by the 13th, from March 10th. Never returned him. So there's a concerning issue there. What is going on? Is he hurt? Is he being hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That's people need to spread the word out there. Tell your favorite creators. I know you guys don't just watch me, but tell your favorite creators about this and maybe get it spread out there that this dude, how many times have we seen somebody take a child when they were supposed to return the child and then bad things happen afterwards? I don't even want to put that type of energy out there, but we got to face the reality of it. How many people run off with their kids and take their life and then take their own life? And I'm not saying that's what happened here or what's going to happen here. I'm just saying in general that's a high concern, especially when a child is supposed to be returned home. If the courts tell you need to return a child to their mother, you return the child to their mother immediately. I mean, that's just how I look at it. How you doing, Chains? Welcome. Dixie, how you doing, Dixie in Tennessee Mountains? I'm going to be doing a case tomorrow. Also, I'm talking to some parents where their daughter's missing also. So I'll be touching up on that also. Alicia, how you doing? Welcome. Ghost Devil, smash that like button on the way in. Shit, I wasn't even gonna go live tonight, but I'm like, you know what? What up, Mar? How you doing? Sweet Caroline. Hi, everyone. Am I loud and clear or no? I was about to ask. Hold up. I was about to ask the same about the name. So you see the name here. I'll show you. I don't know how to say it, but now this is his dad's name, the front, but that's actually the kid's name. And you know what I mean? Hold up. In custody of. Never mind. That is the dad's name. And why is my mouse doing that? That's super weird. But I wanted to put this out there. I wanted to do a quick little live and let you guys know. Like, put this out there. Pass it on to creators. Somebody knows where this dude's at. I know he has friends. Actually, let me dig in on Facebook too and see if he. Let me see what I can find on Facebook myself, because I couldn't find him on the first go around, but Delana found a lot of shit. You should do an open panel. Open panels in my history have been disasters, but I do open panels sometimes. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna actually get it right here. So it's USTI. So it's US. So it's UHUSTI. Oh, okay. I got it right here. See, yeah, he deactivated. Hold up, did he deactivate his Facebook? I think homie deactivated his Facebook. I see the name. Like, I literally see the name. 5 days ago, I'm so proud of Karen for standing up for herself and trying to go through the proper channels of getting her son reunited with her. I'm grateful for the outpouring of love and support that surrounds her at this moment. And hold on, let me pull this over here so you guys can see what I'm looking at too, because I'm on Facebook. Because there's a lot of stuff on Facebook about it. I see. So that's what he looks like. That's him right there. Like, homie, just return your son to the mom, right? Not a panel fan, Athena says. Trav, you have static at times. It's all right. I got to get a new interface. That's why. You were breaking up pretty bad. Weird. Yeah, you're breaking up to you. What? Hold up. Am I really breaking up? What about now? Let me know if I'm breaking up now. You're good right now, beautiful child. Let's see. Turn Facebook off. That's not a good sign. Yeah, there's no, like, I don't know what this dude's doing right now. Like, he just needs to return his kid home, right? I mean, 13. You got the 13th. So let's go by the 13th. Yeah, that's 5, 6. So he's right. Like, literally, it's about to be 6 days, right? Like, you need to return your son. It's just weird because how many times have we seen people actually really take off? So it says, hold on, you're good now and sound. Okay. A lot of static here. Yeah, it's better now. It was really bad. I wonder what was causing that. There's no it could, you know what it could be? Could be my phone. Let me move my phone away from it. It really could be my phone. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. I'll be ready to kill my son's father if he did some shit like that. Damn. All good. I hear you. I'm putting out a video in the morning too on another missing persons that we're actually covering, which she's in Tennessee. That's a 14-year-old. She walked off. She don't have her phone. She's been missing for it's going to be 8 days and about. Damn, boy, Mike low, staticky. Hold on, let me get it should be good now, no? Is it still low? Let me know. If it's low now, that'd be wild. I gotta fix I gotta get a new interface. That's all it is. My interface is like crappy. It's just horrible. Things like this only hurt the kids. That's what I'm saying. Sounds good to me. Well, I just blasted it, so it might wake your ass up. No, you're good. Okay. Maybe she's back a little bit. It's all right. It happens. It happens. It's just my interface. This interface is garbage. It's broke. So I gotta out. It happens. It's just my interface. This interface is garbage.
So what are you guys thinking?
So I gotta out. It happens. We just need to spread the word on it. It's just my interface. This interface is garbage.
So what are you guys thinking?
From Portland, Oregon. You know how many people I just need to spread the word on it. It's just my interface. This interface is garbage.
So what are you guys thinking? Folks to live in Portland.
You know how many people I just need to spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word. Echo. It's all good. I fixed it. I already know what it was. It was the it was a YouTube video running. It's all good. Yikes. I hear you twice now. You only heard me twice for maybe 5 seconds, right? Because I know it's not there now. 6:46 a.m. I'm actually looking at some documents too. So let me make sure. I dozed off all those cases. Let your children live. There's a fundraiser by him, organizing this fundraiser on behalf of, I don't know that, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hi everyone, I'm fundraising for my dad who is on his deathbed. Anything helps from COVID in a very bad infection in his lungs. Thank you for everyone's help. Okay, so I see that. When was that date, Delana? Do you know when that date was? Maybe dude's dad died though. Did his dad die? Have you found that? Because I can't find mom's Facebook for some reason. I can't find mom's Facebook. If anyone feels inclined to go to, it says his mom's page. Let me pull up his mom's page. I'm gonna pull up mom's page real quick on this side and drag it over. Loretta. Let me see. See if I can get a hold of Loretta. Right, Loretta. I gotta make sure I spell this right too. That's vital. Okay, so it is Loretta. Okay. Just gotta make sure it's the right one. I see like 5 of them. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would think it's the California one, but nah, there's no way that's her. I don't know if this is hers either. Oh yeah, that's hers. That's him. That's him right here. Tell me that ain't him. Don't that look like him right there from that picture? This is so sad. I'm confused who we're talking about. We're talking about a little 8-year-old kid that has not been returned home to his mom from a court order. So I'll show you right now. You see this guy in this picture right here? I don't know how to pronounce his first name. It's like Eusti. I don't even know how to pronounce his first name. But I do know this. He hasn't returned his son to his mom. You get what I'm saying? He hasn't at all. But that's him in the Facebook picture, though. Because it looks like you could tell. So right here is definitely him. God, I feel like crap, but listen. Bad static again? I hate this interface. He's 8. Shake my head. They need to find this guy, but this looks bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'll show you guys this again. Let's go up top here so you guys can take a look for everybody who knows, or everybody who hasn't seen this yet. So I'll start from the top, and you guys can look at this. You said clear now. I wonder if it was because I had the option also in StreamYard. I had the automatically adjust mic volume messed up. But yeah, just take a look at this. I'm gonna browse through it very slowly so you guys can see the order. Let me drag it up. That way you guys can read it here. Remember, I prefer children to be with their fathers, says Dirk. I mean, it doesn't matter who we prefer to be with who. It matters what that judge says. If the judge says you need to return home, you know what I'm saying? If the judge says you need to return home Santana to his mom, then you need to return your son home, right? You can't. It's against the law to take your kid and run. And first of all, why would you know what I mean? And allegedly he has a warrant, so praying for his safe return. I'm gonna keep going down so you guys can read. Let me take this off the screen. So mother and father are the parents of Santana Jr. This is Oregon has jurisdiction under the UCCJEA to make decisions regarding custody and parenting time for the minor child. 3. Mother is fit and proper person to be rewarded temporary custody of Ayusti Gauls Santana Jr. It is therefore hereby ordered: 1. Return of child to Oregon. Father shall return Usti Gauls Santana Jr. to Oregon by March 13th, 2023, within 72 hours of the court hearing on March 8th or March 10th, 2023. Father will return the child to mother's residence at, so they blocked that out, which is great. Temporary custody. Mother is awarded sole temporary custody of Santana Jr. The child will reside at so it says the address again, but it also says 3 parenting time. Father will have supervised parenting time up to 2 times per week for 3 hours each visit. Mother's brothers, it's naming people, etc. But you see the gist of it here. Like, he needs to be returned home, and he's been, I mean, like I said, 5 going on 6 days. Let's see. And he was gonna have supervised visits, and for March 13th, he just didn't want that. Right? Is this the one where the exchange was recorded? I don't know. The exchange was recorded? What do you mean? I haven't seen anything about an exchange being recorded. Exactly. This baby needs his mom. Delaney says judge ordered that for a reason. Also, from who reached out to me, Jessica, I won't say her last name, but she reached out to me and also had told me that the judge was concerned with his behavior. So, that being said, when a judge is concerned with somebody's behavior, that's a red flag for me, right? When you say that's a red flag when a judge is concerned for the way that somebody's acting, that's how I look at it. Let me get the actual good photo. But this is here. This is him for sure. He's younger, the 2017. So he's probably a teen in this picture. I don't even know how old he is, to be honest with you. So dad had custody, now mom has. Yeah. From what I read. But let me go through the actual specific messages that I have here. Should she call on Instagram? Hold up. All right. So we're going to talk to mom. All right. So we're going to talk to mom. I sent mom the number. I want to hear from mom. So mom can tell you guys the story better because she's going to be able to tell it better than any one of us, right? But we want the child to be returned home to mom safe and sound. That's number one, right? Hello, T-REV in chat. Nice to see you, Tree Baby. Michelle Mouse, No Chains, Athena, Dixie in the Mountains, Dean. If you want to dispute the court order, do it the right way, or you will lose any. Yep, that's a fact too. Oops, wrong case wasn't. It's okay. It happens. There's so many cases out there, Shelly. It happens all the time. There's so many different cases where people need help all the time. Welfare check. Oh, you're welcome. I don't know. I would get the FBI involved. The case that we're covering tomorrow, the FBI just got involved too. But I'm going to be talking to the father and the mother tomorrow. So this is with another missing person case, the one that I posted up on my community tab. Let me see here. I mean, you can call from Instagram. I don't think you can call from Instagram on phone, can you? Hold on, let me message. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for her to do that. Let me see. Christina Dean, yep. I sure hope this kid is okay. Pisces, hold up, did you watch that video on that case I sent you? You're talking about that one video that was about friggin' what was it? I seen it. I started to watch it, but then I got called in with my puppy down, and he was getting his tumors checked out, so I wasn't able to finish the video all the way through. I need to finish the video though. I started the video and then we got called back. I was in the waiting room with my dog. He has 3 tumors, so I'm waiting. Tomorrow I'll find out if they're cancerous or not. So I've been dealing with my dog being very sick, and then I've been sick. So it's been a shit. Hold on, let me see. Who just called and hung up? That's weird. Don't call and hang up. That's weird. Father must have a lot in his Father must have a lot in his file. That's what I want to know. Does the father have a lot in his file? Christina, oh, you're right. Then he is the bad guy. Thank you, Mara Sweet. You have the same last name as me? Let me find out. Shout out to you though. Thank you. Yeah, I know which one. I know exactly which one you're talking about. I actually got it saved. I got it saved on YouTube to finish watching. I had got called back for Sosa yesterday when I was in the mix of watching that video. Is there a family in the area or out of state? That's what we're about to find out. I'm talking to Jessica right now. I don't know if Jessica's in this live stream. Jessica, if you're in this live stream, can you have Karen call? She can call the line and let everybody know where, like, maybe he hangs around or just any specific details about your son in general. You know what I mean? Because that'd be great to get out. I have had multiple people call me on my podcast multiple times from Portland, Oregon. So there's definitely people in here that are from Portland. And if they're not in here right now, they're probably sleeping because it's like 11 at night, 12 in the morning. Candy Rapper. Is that Valdis? I think that's Valdis. I remember your picture very well. I'm pretty sure you're Valdis, right? Wish you felt better. T-REV, pray for you. And thank you. I appreciate that, Valdis. Thank you. I'll be all right. I always get through my shit. Finally figured out how to join. Poor little guy praying he found safe and sound. Absolutely. I'm waiting on mom to call. I kind of want mom to really get her word out here. You know, I want to hear from mom and about. I don't know if she would be willing to discuss, like, is, the moods. What kind of danger could this child be in? You know what I'm saying? Because there's been plenty of cases where a father has taken off with the child, or mother or somebody has taken off with the child, and the child end up dead and they end up suicide. So we want to be able to put a stop to that, or get the word spread out there to other creators that have reach also to people. I mean, look with the Chelsea Wiley case. You know what I mean? We went live on the air one day, and then the next day she was found. And her mom was very thankful for everything that we did. Shout out to her mom, and I hope that Chelsea makes the right decision on, getting her life together with what she's going through. We've a lot of us probably been in the same shoes as her. A lot of us have. I know I've been in the same situation. I won't put her situation all the way out on Front Street, but I can relate to it 100%. I'm out here in Portland. I can't find anything in news out here. Yeah, you can't find anything about this. I don't think you will yet, because you figure March 13th he was supposed to return Santana Jr. and he didn't return. So I don't know how courts work out there. Allegedly, he has a warrant. I don't know how courts work out there though. Let me see if she'll. I don't know if y'all will get the audio if I call from Instagram, but should she call on Instagram? You know what? I'm gonna look up mom right now. Her friend was going hard for her, and she got a hold of me, and I was like, you know what? That's wild. I can find the right one. I don't know if that's her or not. No, they're not. She hasn't answered back yet. Let me see. Okay, I'll wait for her to answer. Now this is mom. Am I on the right one, Delana? I know you sent me some screenshots from the. Okay, right here. Yeah, I think I am on the right one. Hi, I'm writing on behalf of Karen. Karen was supposed to have Junior returned home by last Monday. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm gonna make it to where you can, anyways. Karen was supposed to have Junior return home by last Monday with a court order. Lucy, your son, has taken Junior and alienated him from his mom. We were told that what does that say? We were told that he is in Oregon by his wife, and if he's traveling alone with Junior, we would suspect that he would be home with you. We were asking that you help do the right thing to return Junior home to his mom. You have influence on your son as his mom. This was a temporary order placed by the judge until the next court hearing. Usti is not making himself in a great position by not following the court order. If you were in Karen's position as a mom, regardless of what you feel about her, you would do anything to have contact with your children and to find them if they were just taken and have had no contact in over 5 months. At the very least, have Usti try and contact Karen, please. So you got that. And I see a bunch of people rallying on the Facebook page here. I see if actually it's like just one person. Bianca's going hard. Seriously, stop protecting your son. You can be charged as well. Do the right thing. I see people going hard on the page. Look at that. You see that? People are definitely going hard on the page. Hello, Brent. Debbie says prayers for you and your. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sheila says, was there ever an Amber Alert? No, there wasn't. I asked that question to the friend earlier when I was speaking to her. Sending good vibes to you and your fur baby, Trev. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you. Nice to see all you guys too. Because honestly, I wasn't even gonna go live tonight, but when I seen this shit, I was like, man, this pisses me off. And I was like, I gotta go live for a minute. Even if I go live for an hour, 30 minutes, something, I gotta go live and put the word out there. I don't care if I'm not feeling 100% or not. If something smokes, if something just makes me get the chills and gets pissed off, I'll hop on live no matter how I feel. Shit, I almost did from my phone, but I wanted to show you guys different things about this case that you could go look up, or we could spread some awareness. And also, I remember Portland, Oregon, people from Portland, Oregon calling in. So I know I have a little bit of a following from there also. No Amber Alert yet. Trevor's name, please. I got you. So I had it pulled up here. Where's his name at? His name is like spelled weird. Okay, mother and father are the parents. Hold up, where the hell is his name? I literally just seen it. It's this right here without Santana Jr. So it's this right here. You see where I got the mouse at? Right there above that. UHUSTI Gauze. That's his name. So that's his name right there. How old is he? He's 8, Gina. He's 8 years old. So he's an 8-year-old kid. Are drugs involved? Great question. Is he on drugs? That's a great question. 949, what's going on?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm on.
Oh, that's easy to get through right now. Barely anyone's in here.
Oh.
How you doing?
Anyway, I'm surprised that I'm even on. I wanted to tell you a story about my situation where, I was, my ex-husband his dad was a cop,
Yes, ma'am.
and they took, and they had, the day I received 90% custody and he received 10% custody,
Mm-hmm.
I was falsely accused of domestic violence just so that he can have leverage in the custody.
Wow.
So yeah, I've never been arrested my whole entire life. I swear to God, never been in trouble. Like, I'm afraid of the cops, and I'm ultra scared.
Mm.
I'm even my whole life I've always been like really afraid of getting into trouble.
Right.
So it's been like 15 years.
Damn.
So yeah, and then he moved in a nanny. Slash AKA a nanny that was his mistress, because the neighbors told me.
Mm-hmm.
So that I wasn't ever allowed to go back and get my personal belongings or anything. And my babies were 18 months and 3 years old.
Wow.
And it's been a hell on earth. Have you ever heard of parental alienation?
Parental alienation. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
It's when one parent turns the other parent turns the children against the other parent.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. That went on with my dad and my mom when I was young.
Huh?
That went on with my mom and dad when I was young.
Yeah, it's like, but the children are innocent. They're just like, they're being forced to like hate the other person, or to make like not be able to. It's devastating for a family, because it leaves like the children guilty for feeling bad, because they just want to be with both parents.
Yeah, they're aiming one. They're basically shading the other parent, and you get what I'm saying?
And
I know exactly.
but they're isolating. He's isolating them, and he's keeping them from me.
Right.
He's using the court because his dad is a cop and they have a lot of money. And it's just been a mess. It's been, so when I saw this thing on kidnapping, I'm like, oh, just wait a minute. There's always two sides to a story, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's always, like, I don't understand why people just don't want to share their kids, do what's best for the kids, for the children. Like,
Right.
he was diagnosed with being a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. So any luck on the child that's missing?
Say again?
Any luck on the little boy that's missing from Oregon?
No, absolutely no, not luck yet. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, I actually did that because my daughter said Linda hurt my pee-pee, and so I didn't know what else to do. I'd already been to Child Protective Services, and they made a bunch of false accusations against me.
Right.
So they made a bunch of false accusations against me. So when I went to Child Protective Services, they didn't want to listen anymore.
Yeah,
So I mean, I kind of like
all over the country.
Yeah, I know, but like, you feel like you're the only one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Definitely when you're going,
You just want to protect your kids
for yourself.
Especially back in the day. And then it's embarrassing. You're like, yeah, I did this because I was trying to protect her, but I didn't know that. I had no idea in the world that taking my child to a domestic violence shelter where they sheltered us was kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. So I just thought that I was protecting them. So anyway, it's just the horrible repercussions is just that they take your kids away. You run with your kids and they take them away. You probably never be able to have any leverage in the court system.
I don't know. All I know is this dude just broke this court order. He's not making stuff good on himself.
Yeah, but you have to see. I mean, what's the truth about the situation? Is he on drugs? Is it her just bad mouthing him, or is it, you know what I mean? There's got to be more to the story.
I mean, there's
Like,
always
was he
there's
unjust?
always more to a story, but in reality, right now, he's not returned home to his mom like the judge court ordered.
Yeah.
So, in that case,
So
there's the issue. You know what I mean? I don't know what is going on outside of that. That's why I
yeah.
was trying to get mom to call in, and I don't know. They haven't
Did she
called
go?
back yet to me. But,
Oh,
maybe I'll talk to her tomorrow. I have no. Oh, okay. So they just seen the number right now. She just responded back.
okay.
So we will find out if she calls in. Hopefully she calls in and I can talk to her and she can fill everybody in on the situation.
Yeah,
If we can
find out the whole
word,
story.
that's a good thing.
What happened to my brother is that he didn't know that he had a child because she lied to him, and she ended up getting a DUI with my nephew Michael when he was like he she the way he got custody of him was because she got a DUI and he was in the back seat, and Michael's head was, she never picked him up. She just left him in the crib. So he had to have my brother had to put a cast on his skull.
Judge made it.
So there was neglect going on.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
No doubt.
I'm just saying.
The system's crazy.
Yeah, and then not only that, but you have to realize that all the attorneys, they're in there and they want you to stir the pot and keep on stirring the pot. And the only one that hurts, the only one that doesn't, the people that end up losing is the family, because the attorneys, they just want you to keep on spending money. You know, I haven't found a good attorney. I'm in Orange County. I haven't had one that actually is willing to fight for me. It's just more like, oh, we're going to prolong it. You know, it's exhausting. That's why, I mean, all right.
I appreciate you calling in. That's tough to deal with. I know it's tough to deal with. I'm dealing with some bullshit myself also. So
and court stuff, it's so much freaking anxiety.
Right.
Like when I go into court, you know how I feel? I feel like Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire at the end when she gives the speech. It's just like she's peeling off all the skin and everything. And she's like, please just don't take away my kids.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's tough.
And then you're dealing with judges that don't have time, attorneys that just want to string you along so that they can make more money. It's a nightmare. Anyway.
Yeah, well, who knows?
I'm shocked that I got through. I'm like, what?
Future, but there's always going to be that problem because of it's it takes two, right? It takes two.
Yeah,
so you can have one parent that is all the way on board. We don't have to be, and then you can have one that is super complicated that makes everything hard, that brainwashes their kid, and it could be the dad or it could be the mom, and it happens on both ends of the spectrum. It happens so much.
I'm totally passive as long as I'm subservient and I do whatever he wants me to do. I got remarried, and I think he's jealous because I'm remarried and I'm happy, and I just don't understand. We were good for like 5 years, not a problem, as long as I tippy-toed around his whatever he wanted, right? And then all of a sudden, it's just like more back in the court again. I just wish that the court system would know, like, would see, okay, nothing's happened for 5 years. Why did this happen all of a sudden?
Right. How old are you?
Do I ever tell? I'm in my 50s.
You're in your 50s?
Yeah.
So you went, like, when did you go through that? Like, exactly, like
I'm still going through it. It's court. My my daughter's 14, my son's 15,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still playing these games.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that shit.
Yeah, it's like it's exhausting.
For sure,
Anyway,
for sure. I bet it is exhausting.
I just wish that there was some kind of
Imagine not being
some
able to
kind.
get. Imagine not being able to actually get a hold of two kids. Like for my situation, I had allegedly have two children. She told me they're possibly not mine, but they want to come after me for child support. But at the same time, she can hide them from me and move from house to house and tell them I'm a deadbeat father. But in reality, I'm over here like, yeah, I want a DNA test. I'm trying to find out if
Yeah,
can I get a DNA, and I can't find them nowhere. Nothing. The situation. I understand the situations that
so
go on.
you
Like,
you
what do
you
people
you
think?
get you get the court system. The court system is like, you got to pay, and you're like, for what? I don't even know if they're mine. You're like, give me some proof that they're mine. And my brother had he had a DNA test done with Michael because she lied to him in the beginning, and so they swabbed his cheek, and he was his son.
That's all it takes.
And now
that's all I'm asking for. A swab. Let me get a swab. No, but and she, I don't know. Like I said, you got
there has to be a way.
What you just said is what's happening to me. What you just explained, like parent, like the whole being. Like,
yeah.
I could go on about it for days. Like I've talked.
I know.
Many different
Why is the system so corrupt? When in regards to our families, it's like our families have to come first. Like above all else, why are the children like? Why is it so corrupt?
Right.
With freaking attorneys that lie through their teeth and just manipulate this, and they don't care about families, and they don't have any morals and values. It's devastating. I think you could get a court order to get a paternity test.
Oh yeah.
You could get that court order. I think my brother did.
You know, she has when you're dealing with somebody who has like 10 kids with 8 different baby daddies, and not all of them are, you don't have custody of all of them, and you got the dads reaching out to you. You know the situation's bad. I got the dads of
Can I get oh my god? Can I get a oh my god?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean that's really the type of situation it is.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but didn't you see the red flag?
Absolutely, all day.
Yeah,
Seen the red flag since I was in my 20s.
Has it been that long?
It's been a long time.
Very
long.
I think you can get a court order to get a swab.
Yeah, well, you gotta find them within Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, whatever, because she climbs through all the states, and it's disgusting.
That's weird. That's bizarre. How old are they?
13 and 14.
How do they look like you? Mine look like me.
I would say my daughter looks more like me. If we're gonna go to a spot where I've looked at both of the kids and said to myself, like, and I was there for the first 5 years until she moved on to another man and had more babies, and moved on and had more babies, and everything was okay for a minute, and then she just starts bouncing around and having all these kids, etc., and then cuts them out of your life. Like, it's horrible. The system is horrible. They let these women get away with it. Not only that, so how am I paying child support, right? How am I paying child support but can't even know where their address is and they live at? It doesn't make sense.
And you don't even know if they're yours.
Not only that, like they were charging for child support because she was like getting TANF or whatever they call it in Jersey, but wasn't even living in Jersey at the time. Like, it didn't even make sense. I'm telling you, the system is fucked up for what they do, what they let certain people do to fathers and mothers. Because I've heard of situations where it's happening to mothers on the other end, and the dad has custody. So I've seen it, but it's happening to a lot of fathers out here. Trust me, I've met many of people that are in the same position that I am, that are so confused and don't know what to do. What's the next step? What do you do when you can't find out, or get a DNA
where they are
done to swab my cheek? I'll
can't you say
$100 a
can't
piece.
you say can't you say that she kidnapped him? She took him to another state?
I have no idea what I can say.
Why not? Can't you do that she took him to another state and she never gave you parental, you never got your visitation? Just do the same shit that they do back.
This person is so psycho that they.
I know.
This person.
I know.
Listen, this person is so psycho that they told me come visit your babies. I went there, visited, bought every single kid in that house thousands of dollars worth of clothes, Xboxes, everything. Every single kid, not even just the ones that are allegedly mine. You know what? You know what messed with me is when her brother and her mother both told me they're possibly not yours, that they're possibly this guy named Ernie's and Brian. So that's what messed with me. When you have somebody's parent and then the brother comes out and tells you that, and then she says it herself, that's where I have problems. And it just fucked with my head so much, especially when you develop a relationship with, two children that in your head you think are yours. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's super messed up.
Well, I have to tell you, you know what? That's the shame that I carry. That's the shame that I carry. I carry the shame of being arrested by his dad and his ex-girlfriend, and she ended up suing him for nanny wages, by the way.
Right.
And that was a nightmare. But like, I carry the shame of like, if I tell people, how much time do you have with your kids? And then they say, oh, why is that? You must have done something wrong. You're the mother. Why don't you have your kids? And I'm like, he was a cop. I'm a really good person. Like, I swear, it's like constantly thinking, having to justify yourself, and thinking, and then thinking that people don't believe you, So I'm doing a reunification therapy, and I think that the psychologist
I faced with the facts. When they're old enough, they'll come find me, because I fought back and forth with Jersey. And Jersey, I don't know what's up with Jersey's system, but they're assholes. They don't want to deal with shit. And then mom moving around, like, I don't know what is up with Jersey, but Jersey is a state that you do not want to mess with, because you know what? If you're married to somebody in Jersey and you get separated with them and they have children, they start charging you for child support for those other kids that aren't even yours.
Wow.
Look that up. Trust me, they started charging me for child support on kids that she had with other dudes that aren't even, you know what I mean? Like, mixed kids, you could tell they're not mine. We're both, you know what I mean? We're both white. The kids that she was having after that were mixed. They're charging me for child support on those kids also. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
I wonder if there's I don't mean to say, like, that's why I wrote in Lana's, when she was going through that thing, how they falsely accused her, stuff like that, and they said all this stuff on the last couple of videos and stuff. It's like, I'm so proud of you, because it's like, it takes a lot of guts to like go to court, have all your paperwork, and just defend yourself. I mean, I have major anxiety because of this. Yeah. Anyway,
this is always a topic I've always wanted to touch on, just from the shit that I like I said, I'm going through the system with, child support or custody and all different types of shit. Like, me and my dad both had went down there, and when I went down there, you know why she had me removed from the property? Because of police. Because I found when I went to that house and visited and bought them everything, there was dog shit on their beds, maggots in the kitchen, on the counter. I took pictures of all of that, reported it to CPS, and they still let her keep them and she still kept me the fuck out of there from the police. The police told me if I come back, they were gonna put me in jail.
Yeah.
I took pictures, saved them, sent them to all. I sent them to the CPS. I said, "Look what these kids are going through." I even reached out to the other dads. She got mad because she caught me taking pictures of everything, like maggots on top of the fuck. Like I swear to God, maggots on the roof. She had
why don't you do that? Why
trash
don't you
in
do
the kitchen? It's just this, like that's just nasty.
Okay, I was thinking about doing today that I was going to start my own YouTube channel on parental alienation. I just a weird thought, because I was just like, I don't know how it started. I don't know what I would do, whatever. But why don't you do a special segment like parental alienation, the divorce situation? There's going to be millions of people that are going to call in and say how they've been unjustified, and you just say, I'm open to the conversation of this whole, this child was just like what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it during the day, and I'm sure you're going to open up the conversation how corrupt our system is. And this is regarding children in custody.
Listen, when this woman
the person that lies the most wins.
Well, I know the CPS track record will show, because she had CPS called on her so many times. Like I said, when I went down there and visited, there was 20 bags of garbage in the fucking kitchen, because where she was living at or whatever at the time didn't have trash pickup. There was 20 bags of trash, like literal big ass 32-gallon black trash bags in the kitchen.
So what would be your solution? What would be the solution? Would you take them out
the household, take custody,
and put them in foster care? Put them in foster care.
Take them out of the household and what do you mean take them out? What do you mean foster care? Foster care would honestly be better than being with her if they won't give them to me. To be honest with you, would you rather have a kid living with maggots crawling around and all types of nasty ass shit?
No, it's bad for their health. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying maybe you were supposed to go. I'm not sure. Just go to them and give a solution.
I did.
Did you get a lawyer?
Their solution was, okay, we're gonna go over there and do a visit. I talked to the CPS workers there at the time. I was literally
you could do
all the way 10 miles off the fucking road. And
you could do an ex parte. You could do an ex parte, like what they did to me. They did a bunch of fucking lies.
The ex parte. Break that down.
An ex parte. Emergency protective order.
A what?
Emergency protective order.
Okay, so what state are you in?
I'm in California. Say the kids are in danger. There's fecal matter.
I did that. I took videos of it. You know that, right? I gave it to the CPS.
Did you go to in front of the judge? Did you go in front of the judge?
Nope, didn't go in front of no judge. CPS said it was fine. CPS said it was good. I was also 20. Let's see how old I was at the time that I took those videos. It was like 2017-ish.
Yeah.
At the time I took those videos and walked in to CPS, reported it, gave them the videos, took all the pictures of all the shitty diapers that she had laying around that I cleaned up. Mm-hmm. Before I cleaned it up, I took a video of everything in there. When I was so disgusted. I'm telling you this right now. Shitty diapers, 2 babies sitting in a playpen. You had her 10-year-old daughter watching them when she was leaving and going off and going out. When I had came by the house, I seen all of that shit. Reported it to CPS, and they let that shit run because she completely cleaned it up and hid it.
I think you should do a special, open up the conversation, because the reason I started in true crime is the Idaho 4, just because it's so confusing. It just doesn't make sense to me, the Idaho 4.
Right.
It's just like, who waits 8 hours before they call the cops?
Yeah, somebody like I agree with what Psychology of 9 said. He said, what about so many parents who don't have endless money to hire lawyers to fight the system is horrible. And that is very true.
Yeah, that's
not
me.
Everybody.
That's
I wasn't in no position to fight and what he just said is exactly the position I was in at the time. I went down there, spent every dollar I had on every single one of those
Me
kids in the house,
too.
including the ones that weren't mine. I bought them all Xboxes, clothes, and I literally left when I got back to Virginia. I think I had like $200 in my pocket, and I went down there with over 10 grand. So that should like I went down there and went crazy on all of them, just because I care. And
Yeah.
I was just so young. She took advantage of me when I was like 17. She was like 28.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I went down. I
Right.
didn't even know. Like didn't even know. I was having fun. When you're thinking with your head and not your other head, you do crazy shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going through at that.
Well,
point,
when you're
you know what I mean?
when you're young, you just want to. You just. Yeah.
It's something I'm not
I don't
afraid to
know.
speak on. Some people are ashamed to speak on that type of shit. I can speak on every situation till I'm blue in the face. Now, what I've came to with my conclusion is that they're gonna look back and they're gonna see that they were hidden from me. They're gonna see that they were lied to. They're gonna see that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna see all these different things. They're gonna see that I've won a DNA test. They're gonna see that, and it's sad that they're even gonna have to hear something like that. You know what I mean? It breaks my heart that they're even gonna have to hear that or even go through that. So I've been preparing myself for the moment for a long time, and I know it's coming soon, and I can't wait for it to come. I can't wait for that moment to come when they're gonna notice and come find me, because when you get older, what do you get? Curious, right? You get curious.
Yeah.
And you're gonna search
you
for
also have common sense. You're like, God, why doesn't this make sense? She's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. I wonder where they are. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder how they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, but for me, it's like my babies. Like, I'm not saying you. I think it might be. I'm not saying men or women, but I just feel like they're my babies, and I'm missing out on being a mother to them and them having a mother.
Right.
It's devastating. It's crushing me. Like I'm like non-functional.
No, I bet. Trust me. How many times I cried in my pillow for years just over the shit, and just when they come back and they're like, oh well, this is that much, and they're already sucking everything out of you. Now, this was before I went on disability, right? So I'm on disability now for what my mental stuff my mental diagnosis. That's what I'm on disability for. So when they were sucking all the money out of my pockets every paycheck, and I'm asking for a DNA test, and I'm hitting up Jersey, and they're telling me this and that and this and the third, and giving me the whole fucking runaround, and then you reach out to a lawyer and you find out it's going to cost this much, that much, this much, this price, you got this quote, and it's like, damn, I can't do that. I'm barely walking away with friggin' $300 every friggin' time I get paid, and can it barely eat? You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck could I afford to pay this much? They're not taking no payment plans. They're not taking anything. They want, 5 grand up front, or three.
They want money up front
to look at the case. It's
that's what they want to know how much you have. Like, I had $20,000 when it first started. I had like $20,000 saved as an emergency fund or whatever. And I had an attorney ask me how much money I had, and I was naive. I didn't know anything about anything. Next thing you know, I got a bill for $20,000. I was like, it's such a fucking sham, such a fucking joke, and they've done nothing for me. Right. What don't you think that there's? I think maybe you should look up parental alienation and male advocates, because I think that there's more advocates for parental alienation. There's a men's group. Men are fighting for men, because this has been done to men for so long.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen Kanye West speaking out about how men are. I've seen Kanye West speaking out about it, and I actually didn't like Kanye for a while, but you know what? That he's actually been speaking up some facts when it comes to fathers and just shit with them. Like, it takes two people. How hard is it to be casual for kids? You get what I'm saying? Why do you got to hold some type of grudge? I don't care what happened in your relationship. I don't care if you cheated with Johnny.
I don't care about
that shit. I want to.
It's control. It's control and manipulation. It has nothing to do with anything but the they just want control and manipulation.
Yeah, but sometimes there
Like-
is other issues.
like,
though, where
wait,
somebody's
okay,
bad for cheating
Kanye-
or something.
Kanye West. What did the media do? How did they paint him? Oh, they painted him as a crazy person.
Mhm.
Yeah. What they say? Oh, he's crazy.
Yeah, no,
He's crazy. He's losing it.
I've been seeing it. I've been
Yeah.
seeing it with Kanye. Though he's psycho, he's losing it. But in reality, what he's speaking, if you listen, is facts.
I think he's speaking from his heart.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
Ain't no doubt.
I think he's, anyway.
I know I'll spend the rest of my life. I know when that time comes and I get that test, I know that
maybe you should do a missing persons on your children to see see, this is the lady. Where is she? Can anybody help me find her?
This is how she does things. She'll try to she'll reach out to me out of nowhere, right? On a brand new Facebook account, and answer get hope. I'll have a conversation, and I know in my head I'm planning out, I'm getting a DNA test. Like I'm gonna do a swab either way, and all of a sudden she'll disappear. The only time and she got me multiple times. She reached out to me, hey, I need money for this and I need money for that. The first thing that comes into my head is those 6 years of memories that I had with both children. And that's the first thing that comes to my head. And it's like, yeah, there is a possible chance I am the father. There's no not admitting it. I signed both birth certificates, 18 and 19 years old. And also
you're only asking for proof.
Exactly.
Like, just give me proof. Just give me proof and I'll do the right thing.
Exactly.
Maybe you should put Atlanta, they did that thing where they did they checked the computer where the APN I'm not really good with computers, but they track where it's located, where the email and the text messages and where the Facebook is where the computer digital, I don't know, detectives or whatever, they know where they're located. I don't know. I'm just trying to think outside of the box. Oh.
My question is, what happened to family value within courts? They are supposed to help families stay together, not divide them. It's so fucked up, Vardis. I'm telling you, it's fucked.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money and power. And then some judges play golf with them, and it's like what is it called? Minors counsel. Then you hire another attorney for minors counsel for the two kids. But they're all like, if you refer me, I'll give you a kickback. It's exhausting. The court system. I mean, anybody that's getting a divorce, I'd say, please. You don't know what you're in for with these freaking attorneys.
Adoption agency. Yet they call it school. Right. Keep families together doesn't make money. Keeping families together doesn't make money, says side chick. My bad. I like the name.
Yeah. Psychic.
Yeah. I think
anyway.
chick. But yeah. No.
But at the end of the day, who pays? I mean, I really think that my ex-husband is literally abusing my kids. He's manipulating them. He's coercion.
My dad took me away from my mom when I was young, and I remember that. But
me too.
I resented it so much that my dad couldn't handle it, so I was right back at my mom's fast. So I wasn't with my dad for long. I threw a fit. I hated my dad, but at that time, he was actually right with what he was trying to do. I just didn't understand that. So when I went back, and then I lost contact with my dad and my mom. When I turned 13, I hit the streets and never went back. You know what I'm saying? I was paying my mom's water bill with drug money at 13, 14, 15 years old. I would go by and visit my mom, help her pay bills and shit. That's just how I grew up. It's different. And people wonder why I can relate with people so much in different situations. I may not be able to relate with people all the way through on certain situations, but there's damn near a shit ton of situations where I can relate with somebody because I've either been through it, been around somebody going through it, and or just seen it multiple times.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's why I care so much about missing children or just missing people in general, because I love people. Even though everything that I've went through in my life with my mom, I forgave my mom, I forgave my dad, I forgave everybody around me and moved on. And even with the situation I'm going through with the kid situation now, I'm gonna get my DNA test one day, and when everything turns out the way it is and they learn the truth, I will spend the rest of my life making up whatever I gotta make up, however I gotta make it up, because sometimes there's things that are out of your control, and you know what I mean. It's not like you could just walk up and grab and take your kid, or you know what I'm saying, and just because then it'd be called kidnapping. If I went, seen them, found them, and then went and grabbed them, did a DNA test, like I'm not fitting to go through all that trouble and possibly get my life taken. When
you can't even protect them. You can't even protect them, especially if they're married, if they're the freaking cops. It's like the Good Old Boys network. The Good Old Boys. I can't. And before I would be like, if anybody got arrested or anything like that, I just was really naive, and I just thought, no, if the cops do everything right, they must have done something wrong. But I've never thought. I feel guilty. I feel bad when I say I was set up. I feel like a fool. Like nobody's gonna believe me.
Well, there's gonna be people that don't believe you. There's people that don't believe me, and I'm fine with it, because that's part of life. That's part of personalities. People just don't believe people.
Right.
It is what it is. You know the truth. As long as you know the truth and the truth, and you can speak your truth. The truth. What do they say? The truth shall set you free. And I firmly believe in that. Speak the truth, and you ain't got shit to hide. That's why I always speak my truth, whatever situation it is, even if I was in the wrong. I used to never be that way. I used to always run away from the truth. I used to always shade myself in the shadows and hide from the truth. But if something is the truth, I'm going to say it. Whether somebody doesn't like me afterwards, cool. But as long as I'm sitting here and I know my truth and I speak my truth, no, I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't have to worry. Right. I don't have to sit there and feel guilty in my conscience about fucking lying about something or hiding something or thinking that I'm hiding something, because it just makes you feel worse when that happens. So if you were guilty and did something fucked up or hid from something, if you really preach the truth, I'm not saying you did in general. I'm just speaking to people in general. That like when you got something that's on your mind, it really does weigh down on you, and it really can cause deep depression, and it really can put you. I harped on my mom for years. That was a guilt that I had, and that's something different, but it's still something that I never let go. But once I let it go, the light started shining on me. So you got to let go of things, let that light shine down on you, because if you keep letting that darkness take over your brain, you're gonna something bad's gonna happen. Period. You got to start letting in love in your head. And you, even though the government's fucked up, the situations that I go through, I'm still sitting here on 10 toes with love and light coming into my heart every single day, because I know that whatever plan God has for me, I know that it'll take place the right way. I know whatever I'm going through now, it's temporary. The pain that I'm feeling in my heart is temporary. You know what I'm saying? It's temporary, and that can be mended before I pass away and go to heaven, which I know it will be. I know it will be. I feel it. I feel it through my soul. So I don't stress about these things no more. Yeah, I worry about my mom here and there, but you know what? Like I said, everything that I've been through, I forgave everyone and moved on from it. In every situation that sat on my mind, including these two children that are possibly mine. I've accepted every single truth in my life, knowing that one day that truth will come out, and it'll just be. I know it. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my heart. I'm getting choked up talking about it because I just know. I know the changes that I've made within the last couple years of my life that tremendously helped me And that right
Okay,
there is part of it.
Okay, I'm all with you, and I was gonna ask you, hey, why haven't you used your spirit box lately? I'm just kidding. Where's your spirit box? Did you turn? Did you?
Attachments.
Oh,
Sometimes you gotta take a break from doing shit like that.
yeah. You know what? It's like the truth shall set you free someday, somehow, somewhere in the future, like 20 years from now. It's like, but at whose expense? At my expense? At my children's expense? At your children's expense? Someday in the future.
Well, it
not
is.
now.
You can't
just
make
like
something. You can't make something happen that, like, you get what I'm saying. I don't know how can I word this with
I just wish
the
that
system and
the
everything.
truth. I just wish the truth would come out.
In case you're about to go out there and physically do it, and then your ass is going to be in jail because you can't make things happen as fast as you want to make them happen. We got to go through what we have in the United States of America, and that's the system. And the system is fucked up. It is fucked.
Yeah.
Period. But it's something that you got to go through, you're going to end up in prison. If you do something wrong against that system, you will be trapped in that system.
Wait. I didn't do anything wrong, and I'm still fucking trapped.
No. Are you on probation?
Wrong at all. I haven't done anything wrong at all, and I'm still fucking stuck in the trap because he lies about me, makes up stories about me.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know you, right? In general, I don't know who you are, so I can't speak on that.
Right.
I don't want to speak on that because I don't know your situation, but I can hear from what you're telling me that you're going through.
I'm frustrated.
And the only way to
I'm frustrated. I'm devastated. I'm devastated. Accept what happened.
Listen, accept what. No, I'm not saying like sit down and bend over and say, yeah, I'm taking an L. What I'm trying to tell you is to take all those negatives, push them over to the left, and bring the positive shit in, because you're gonna fight this negative shit that you're going through with the positive. If you have a positive mindset, you can take on all these negatives that are coming at you, and you can handle these negatives and turn it into another positive. Like you know what I mean? If you have yourself in a positive mind state and you're not all frustrated and your mind's all over the place, which is going to happen, time to time, you'll catch yourself relapsing from the darkness because you'll be stuck. I was stuck in the darkness. I was ranting on the internet every night, making posts and cussing out and making and calling people. I did all these things that put me in a dark place because all I thought about was negativity 24/7. And the only way to turn that shit around is to let the light in. I'm telling you, that's what worked for me. What works for me might not work for you, but that's just, I've seen a complete 360 with my whole entire life just from doing that.
I guess I'm just tired of being a martyr. I'm just tired of being a victim, tired of being lied about. I'm tired of this, like the whole court system. It's just freaking exhausting. I am exhausted.
I know. So you're on the opposite side of the fence that I'm on.
I want to be I want to be positive. I want to get my life back. I want to get myself back.
You can.
I used to always be happy-go-lucky and just it's taking such a toll. Like I'm tired of turning the cheek. I'm tired of getting fucking slapped.
I understand.
As a Christian, you say turn the other cheek or take the higher path or whatever. I've done that. I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired.
So the best advice that I can give to you, and being that I found this in myself, is you got to mentally find something that can help you with this piece, because for me it was something different, right?
Those are my children.
Yes, I get
my babies.
Your children are gonna see one day, and they will come to you, and they'll notice that the fuckery was going on, and all this will be a distant memory.
I'm tired waiting.
I get that you're tired of waiting, but look, this is the things that we have.
I guess I don't have a choice.
This is the shit we have to go through when dealing with the courts. Like you just even said yourself, like it's fucked up. I get it. I don't know why did you have custody of them in the first place or no?
I did, and then he had me falsely arrested for domestic violence because his dad was a cop, and the day I received 90% custody and he received 10% custody, he had me falsely arrested, and I was like, the carpet had been pulled out from underneath me, and then they just started doing. His mistress moved into the house the same night. It's in all court documents. And then she made false accusations against me, and then they did a 7:30 evaluation with a forensic psychologist and said that I'm the victim of controlled domestic violence. And still, after you have a 7:30 evaluation, most likely the 7:30 evaluator said mother should have full physical custody of the children immediately. And Judge Kreber, he just left it the same, but he didn't listen to the 7:30 evaluation. I feel like he was played golf with his fucking attorney or did something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's racist because I'm Mexican. I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. My attorney did nothing. She just stood there. She didn't even say anything to defend me. When they did the 7:30 evaluation, the reason why they were rebuttaling the 7:30 evaluation, they said because I was too nice, that nobody could be that nice. It's just been hell. Anyway, but maybe what you said is what I needed to hear.
Yeah, don't give up. I mean, it's gonna be a frustrating fight. Just how you broke down.
Yeah,
I did that multiple times, hundreds of.
And the freaking court system, it's like I have like a whole closet full of court papers.
You want to know what else? I've actually almost took my life over it multiple times.
You know what? I think about it, but then I think, well, that's not going to look good for my kids because I wouldn't do that to my kids.
Right.
So,
I was close.
I don't know.
I'm close plenty of times, but I'm glad that those times that I was thinking about that, I would go into the hospitals. I would take myself into the hospitals when I was thinking about it. Damn. But then, like I'm telling you, I started just letting these positives through, and the positives out. I'm telling you, they beat down on those negatives once you let those positives through, and you start seeing results within your life that you're living every day.
Well, what do you do? Do you like pray? What do you do? Do you just say, I can do this? Like, what do you do? Like, do you have any positive affirmations, or what do you do to, like,
First, you got to start off by being in your happy place. Everybody has their own happy place, right? Everybody has their own happy place, their own mindset. What makes you happy, right? In your case, it's probably your kids you're talking about. And I can tell, I know you're going to say that, but I'm saying in general, you need to, because if you're fighting this shit mentally fucked up in your head, you're going to keep crashing like you are now with the going through, just like you said, you had thoughts of suicide, and you've had all these other different mental breakdown. Really, that's what it is, a mental breakdown.
You know what the thing is? You get to a point in the court system, and with a narcissistic, abusive manipulator, and you just get exhausted. You just get tired. You mentally, physically, and spiritually get tired, and you just say, I can't do this anymore. I give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up, though, because when you give up, they win. It's
not about winning or losing. It's about being like spiritually depleted, just spiritually exhausted.
Yeah, well,
not knowing what to say, not knowing what to do. But I think what you probably said, I probably needed to hear. You're probably like a God shot.
I just know that people.
I'm surprised I even got through.
People take their life over things like you explain, things that I've explained. It's even things that people that don't even have kids, or people that are just going through mental problems in general. I mean, it's
Right.
the issue all over. Veterans that are coming back from war, people who grew up in the hood, people who felt
Right.
abandoned by their family and didn't even grow up in the hood.
Hey,
Just it's just mental
I grew up in
illness
the
all in
hood.
general.
I grew up in the barrio, so
Well, I'm telling you this, and this is
yeah.
the best. I can't tell you what to do because what I do is different.
Yeah.
And it's gonna line up for everybody. You're just gonna have to find that place in your heart to not feel so much hatred, because what hatred will do,
I don't feel hatred at all. I
there's
don't
some
feel
type.
hatred.
So there's no type of hatred when you
I
see
don't
this
feel
man
I don't
that has your kid.
no
You don't feel nothing like
no no I don't feel hatred.
that.
I feel frustrated.
Right. Okay. So frustration, hatred,
Frustrated
damn near. You're
and
frustrated.
confused because you're just like, why?
And guess.
Why are
Okay. And
you
let me ask
doing
you a
this?
question. What happens
You
when
have
you're
no. I'm a
frustrated?
good person,
What
huh?
happens when you're frustrated and confused?
I shut down.
No, but I mean, general. I'm talking about to humans in general. What happens when you're frustrated and confused and angry and mad? What happens?
I'm not
Your brain
angry and mad.
is clouded.
Yeah,
Can't think.
but I'm not angry and mad. I for some reason I can't. I don't know. Like I don't know how to get mad or angry. I just get frustrated.
Well, frustrated, and it still clouds your mindset. Being
Yeah.
frustrated it's still gonna cloud the hell out of your mindset. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna have your mind scattered all around,
Oh,
like you're trying to pick laundry up off the floor that you just dropped out of a basket.
right.
That's what it does. It clouds your judgment, everything that you know what I mean. You need to be able to gather your thoughts and come up with a plan in your head on a way that you're gonna attack whatever you're going through, which I don't know.
Uh,
I know you explained some of it,
I'm
but in general, you need
I'm
to
so
have
tired. I'm
proper.
so tired. So tired of all the paperwork. I mean, I have files and files of freaking paperwork that I don't even know which way to turn. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like for what?
Mm-mm-mm.
Anyway,
You'll get through it. You're gonna find a way to get through it.
but I thank you so much for.
Trust me,
Thank
you're not
you because
alone. You're not alone in going.
you,
There's probably how many mothers are going through that, and fathers are going through crazy shit just with their kids in general, or in situations where they want to be a father and they're not let be a father,
yeah,
or they something from their past, or
and
it goes on and on and on. And I know everybody in here knows exactly what I'm gonna say, so I don't even really have to say it. And it happens on both sides of the fence with
yeah,
moms and dads, but in general,
yeah,
like this case that we're talking about tonight. Long story
yeah,
short, this is something you should never do. Don't ever,
yeah,
have custody of your kid and then run away with them, because that's only going to put you in trouble and get you stuck and caught
right.
in the law. And now,
Yeah, I'm still paying for it.
right. And this 8-year-old boy that's out with his father that was acting erratic, and this from messages and everything. When I was talking to Jessica, who hit me up on Instagram, from messages that
Oh,
the judge said, the judge thought he was acting erratic there. But I'm just thinking in my head, damn, they didn't just take him right there and give him to mom right there. I don't know. It's super frustrating and to hear. But I mean, an 8-year-old boy is out there with his father somewhere right now, and he's supposed to be with his mom 6-7 days ago, and it ain't that didn't happen. So that's messed up.
that's
It's
weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Anyway,
You'll get through it.
well,
You'll get through it. You
yeah,
gotta
I was gonna
just
say one more thing,
find
but
that light. Find that light in your life.
yeah,
Find that light in your
somewhere
life.
tonight.
Learn to love yourself and to get. You know what I mean? Like you got to really.
Oh, you know what I was gonna say? It just like you know what the thing is? It's like the shame,
Mhm.
the shame that comes with all of it. But you don't have custody of your parents? The shame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't have custody of your children? Why? 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 Oh, what'd you do? It's like I did nothing. I swear to God, I'm a really good person. Like you can ask anybody in my family. I've never heard a fly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like a shame. You know, it's like to think that like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think I feel ashamed for like just having such a chaotic, crazy situation. I don't know.
I talk about it in my music. That's my way of release too, a lot. Like, I mean, I even have songs, full blown songs about this, the whole entire situation that I have never released. Like, and then I got some that I have released that are out there to people to listen to. Like, music is my. That's why, like, you know, I used to I hold all this anger, and you know what I do? I wrote about it, and I still do write about it, but I'm able to think more clear now that I've let all the anger and all that frustration and sadness, which there's still sadness there, but it's not the type of sadness that's going to destroy me from the inside out and fold me over like a fucking lawn chair and make me tap out. You know what I mean? It's not that type of sadness. It's a sadness that you know, it's something that's there. The sadness will never go away. We're not that's never going to go away, but it gets bad when it starts folding you and mentally getting to you to the point where, you know, you're on the edge. If you ever feel that way, my best advice for you is to go to the closest hospital that you can go to and tell them, I feel like I don't want to, I don't need to be here on this earth no more. And that goes out to anybody.
I would never do that. I would never do that. Ask me why.
Why?
Because my mom did that and they took custody away from her.
Well,
I would know, oh, she's crazy. But that was a long time ago. That was 50 years ago. So maybe things have changed, but who knows? But I would never take the risk of like, oh, she has mental illness. That's just one more thing to drag her through the mud.
I mean, I've did it multiple times. I've walked into a hospital and admitted myself over 5 times, multiple times, just over shit that I was going through in life, and that, you know, tapping out and just feeling like I don't care no more, like shit like that. And
I'm just telling you from my own experience, I would never do that if there was any kind of custody issue, because you can bring up mental issues and forget about it. Just give them one more thing to hold against you and to manipulate you, to say, oh yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely can see that trying to be used, but they can say you're crazy all they want. What's the backup and show the proof that you went to the hospital because you felt like you didn't want to be alive no more? That's so now that you went and got
that's what happened.
That's the first step of actually admitting there's a problem.
Well, back in the day, they
everybody hides everything. That's the fucking problem these days. Everybody wants to hide. You know, people want to promote themselves as, I'm the big bad guy that's never been in trouble, never did this. I don't even have, you know what I mean? I don't have no skeletons in my closet. Like get out my face with that fucking shit. Stop hiding. You know what I mean? Like, people hide their life in a closet and promote themselves.
I'm not hiding
as these stand-up people, and they're not stand-up people. Like, and I don't
just let you know, I'm not hiding.
I'm just saying in general, there's people that are and you get what I'm saying though? There's people that aren't up front. They did, like, you got to, the truth shall set you free. And I can go on and on and on about the definition of that.
But what if it doesn't?
Then there's something going on in your mind where you just can't move on from something. That would be my answer to that.
All right.
You know what I mean? There's something in your mind that's not letting you move on. And you're going to have to find that. Nobody else is going to be able to find that but you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's temporary until you find it.
16 years doesn't feel like temporary.
Oh, I know.
I'm just saying.
Mine's been about.
Thank you for all your positive stuff, and it's making me feel better. But it's giving me hope.
Wow.
But
walk, talk.
It just doesn't.
Chat's got a lot of good words for you. I would suggest you go back and read this chat when this live's over. There's a lot of
All
really
right.
good. There's a lot of really good comments for both of us. Actually, I've seen very.
I actually didn't even think that I was live. I was like, anyway, I really,
You're dead ass live.
oh my God, I didn't know. I was spilling all my beans.
It is. It is.
It doesn't sound like it, but God bless that little boy. God bless him. You know, it's like just keep him safe. You know, because that's all that really matters. Not who has custody, but just make sure that he's safe. You know.
Exactly. I'm gonna be talking about
Anyway,
it more today. I wanted to hop on. I was gonna hop on just for a couple minutes. I ended up being on for an hour and a half. But I do appreciate you calling in. Thank you for calling in, and I hope
thank
you heal.
you.
If you ever need somebody to talk to, reach out. There's multiple people to talk to, and myself. So I mean,
Thank you for your positiveness,
you're welcome.
your spirit.
What's your name?
Okay,
Like first name? Well, I'm gonna
Helen.
ask it first and last. Just
Helen.
Helen.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate you calling in, Helen. Thank you. It was a healthy debate
Okay.
too, a healthy talk, a very healthy conversation. Thank you for calling in. I hope you can find that light to start healing.
Okay. God bless you forever.
Thank you, Helen. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Bye.
Shout out to Helen. You know, caller is right. Sadly, they would use it against her. Hey, they'll use it against me. I'm on disability for mental health, so mental health treatment is under HIPAA, and no one needs to know that info. At least seek therapy. Should not affect custody. Right. Exactly. HIPAA laws. It's annoying. I stopped at 29 years old and I'm 47 now. Let that light in. I'm telling you, the light really changes everything in you. When you got so much hatred built up inside of you, when you got hatred and there's things that you just harbor, and the only people that would be able to tell the shit that you harbor is yourself. So I mean, the number one thing that fucks with you mentally, mentally and emotionally, just know that's the issue that you need to work on. And when you get that out and let the positives in, those negatives will start disappearing. You'll have negatives come in your life. There's always going to be negatives that come up, guys. We know that. There's always going to be something that comes from left field. But you can mentally put yourself in a position where you can deal with it and not be broken. And hopefully you guys get what I'm saying when I say that. Sounds like Facebook people so happy, doing great, etc. Well, hopefully we can find this boy. It's time to hit 30K. We'll get there. We'll get there. I feel like I have a fever right now. Like I'm burning up. Like I feel like hot. Seriously. I feel like I have a damn fever right now. I'm about to go check my temperature in a minute. Because I am burning up right now. Hold up. Take what's out of you. Answers. Don't ever give excuses. Find a way. When the truth sets you free, it doesn't mean it's gonna look exactly what you want. It may be something better. Right. Exactly. She's so sweet. I've been in counseling since seventh grade because of parents' divorce and abuse, and that's a lot of years. Yeah, it is. That is a long time. This isn't 50 years ago, girl. Get the help you need. I see a lot of good advice in there. See you later. You did a great job, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ginger. Shout out to Ginger, Mar, Loner, everybody that's been in here. At 10, 10 in the morning, I'll be talking to what is their name? I've been talking to so many different people, but there's a case that we're going to be touching up on. It's out of Tennessee. I know if Mally Mama's in here, she knows the one I'm talking about. I will be talking to the father or the mother at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and putting that information out there. And this is a weird one. It's a 14-year-old. She, I don't know the exact story, which is why I want to talk to the parents, right? But she walked off. Let me get the. You know what? This is gonna speak for me better. Let me go to Twitter real quick and show you the case I'm talking about. And I posted on it on my community too. I look at a bunch of missing person cases daily, so my mind's all over the place. I'm pretty sure her name's Aaliyah. Let me find it. And by the way, Maldy Mama, thank you for tagging me in it because we were able to reach out to her parents. Here it is right here. So we have this. Well, I'll be talking to her parents tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can see that. Be talking to her parents tomorrow. So an endangered child alert has been issued on behalf of the Benton County Sheriff's. What are they? I can't even see on my other. I'm gonna have to look at my actual monitor. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Aaliyah Whitehead. Aaliyah is a 14-year-old white female, 5'1", tall, 140 pounds, with red hair and green eyes. Aaliyah was last seen on March 13, 2023, in Benton County, Tennessee, wearing a tie-dye hoodie, black leggings, and pink and black tennis shoes. If you have seen Aaliyah or have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact the Benton County Sheriff's Office at 731-584-4632. So and also I've seen some about maybe the FBI being involved in this one too. I don't know why I seen that, but I did. This is one that Trev, you look flushed. Maybe you do have a fever. I think I do have a fever. I'm burning up. My ears are burning. Feels super weird right now. But I've been feeling this way for the last couple of days. And then I had to take Sosan, and I feel congested right now. I don't know what it is, but I just haven't been feeling well, which is why I ain't been live. But this made me go live. When the Jessica messaged me about this boy right here. Once she messaged me about this, I was like, damn, I need to go live and spread the word. I've heard a lot of people from Oregon call in here. So definitely watch back the live if you don't know what I'm talking about. I will be talking to her parents tomorrow at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I might just stay up all the way until I talk to them and then go to bed after. I don't know. But for sure. So be on the lookout for that video when I drop it of talking to her, explaining her or father. They're going to explain exactly the last moments, what happened. Because this is the last time that she was caught on camera right here. She had a tie-dye sweatshirt on and she left. She's 14 years old. She left. I don't know what happened. She didn't have a phone on her. Where could she be at? The things that we would need to know. I've been thinking about these things. I even wrote them down. I was thinking, who is her best friend? Was she talking to any guys? Who were the last people that she contacted on social media? Did she tell them that she was going to leave? You need to have the police dig into her phone if that's the case, and maybe she had a conversation with somebody and said that she was going to meet him here. They need to find that out. So those are vital things that that we need to know as a community to try to help these families. We need to know that information. But I appreciate you guys. I'm hopping off here right now. I love you. Thank you guys for all coming. Shout out to Susie, Callie. I'll see you guys in Discord. Delana, Marlena. I love all of you guys. Summer Breezing, Anna. I see Mar in here. Shout out to you too, Mar. Mar and Sweet. Joan, Luis. Thank you for all you do and share in this amazing community you've built up, giving us all a place to express and feel less alone. You're welcome. And I will continue to do that. That's a priority to me. I will continue to do that. Thank you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right.